Hi, good morning. This is Mary and I do makeup on my channel. So welcome to my channel. If you're new here, you could click like and subscribe. That would be great. But for today, I want to show you what I'm going to do my makeup with. Today, I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics CC Illumination Cream. I find this one works really good for summertime looks because it does give you a nice glow. I'm going to use that for my base, and I have some on my hand already, ready to go. Then, for eyeshadow, I am going to use this Haute by LA Girl palette. I'm going to go for this turquoise teal pit color, okay? And then what inspired me was in my BoxyCharm, I got this beautiful blue eye pencil, and it's from Urban Decay. This pencil value is like $22. The place I like to use this pencil is my lower lash line. And to match it, I also got, and this is brand new, I'm going to open it. It's the Maybelline Luminous Original Mascara 5 times fuller lashes in this beautiful shade Nouvelle Lance. It's Cobalt blue. Okay, so I'm going to use that as my bottom lash mascara, and maybe some on the top, even though I usually put on lashes. So, all right. So, I have done my priming of my skin. So now I'm just going to go ahead and put a little of this CC cream on, and we're going to just move it around and apply it. As you can see, it is really very dense, and that is so nice. In these summer months when it's so hot and you sweat, it's really nice to have a nice foundation that will stay all day. And we'll check this one out. I think it will stay all day. I love the IT Cosmetics brand. Everything I've tried I usually really like. The quality of the products is it's matchless. And you know, nowadays I think all the makeup companies are making some great makeups. Really great makeups. Okay. I remember going to Woolworths when I was like 5, and I kept looking at the makeup like there was going to be some more magically appear or something. So when I was 5, they had the 2 Maybelline eyebrow pencils in the red. Remember the red pencils? They had eyebrow pencils, and they had powder, which was face powder. Okay, they had face powder, pencils, lipstick. That was about it. I don't remember seeing any eyeliners at the time or anything else. It was just the basic powder, lipstick, mascara, and eyebrows. Yeah, that's all they had. So let's see. This was going on really, really well. I like this coverage. I find when I put the coverage on, I gotta let it dry for a few minutes, and that's when I do my brows. I'll show you. Doing the brows is not so bad for me anymore. I got a kit from IT Cosmetics, and it really helps me do my brows. So I'm gonna let this sink in, and while it does sink in, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. Now, I know I have to, there we go. I'll show you. Here's my brow kit. Here's my, it's called K-Brow. Okay. Inside the kit, you get a pomade, a brush, a brush to paint the pomade on. So you get 2 brushes, one just to comb out your brows, the other one to put the pomade on, and of course the gel to make it stay. The reason I like this one so much is because when you have a blonde hair and you want your brows to match, and you're going to use a taupey color, so many times the taupey colors are cool tones, and it doesn't always look so good if you like a warm tone color on your brows. So I'm going to first go through with this brush and just brush it through. Just like that. And now I always keep a piece of paper towel or napkin handy, and I just run it through like that to get any makeup that's on there off. You can see I got some makeup off, so that was good. Okay. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to start with my pomade. I love this pomade. You can see I'm going to have it for quite some time. And this brush is an angled brush, so you can do your brows at an angle. I really like that about it. And then what I do is I just get my pomade on my brush, and I test it on my hand to see how it's looking, and it's looking pretty full with the pomade. So I put this like this, so I have the angle coming up for me on my brow. Let's start on my left brow first, right there. And what I like to do is straight line, come up here, and angle my brow down a little bit. There we go. There we go. And I'm just working on filling this in a little bit. I usually don't tend to put my brows too heavy on the, I don't make them too heavy on the lower end of my brow, because I think what happens is it pulls you down if you make it a little too heavy on the lower end of your brow. So there we go, just like that. And just running the pomade through, and there, that was 1 scoop of pomade. That worked pretty good. Now I'm going to do my right eye, which is the easier one for me to do. Just going into the brow like this. I want to start like that and build it up a little bit and make up my line here. Okay, and then I'm going to come down. As you can see, my brows are a little bit different colors, which is challenging because I usually bleach out my brows when I do my hair and I lighten it. Okay, so I think that one's done okay, and I'm going to go back to the left one, and I just want to add a little more pomade to the end here. There we go, right like that. Okay. Okay. One spot I just want to correct here. It just has a little bit extra on the right on the underside here. Okay, it came off good. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry also. And then if I want to go in and correct any of it, I can use a pencil also to correct it. But that's how it came out. I think it came out pretty nice. It's a pretty nice brow. I like it. With this kit, it makes it very easy to do your brows. And what I do every time I've used the brow kit, I always clean my brush. And I get the most of the pomade off as I can. And then I run my brush through, and this helps move the rest of the pomade through the brow, and so it gives a full, it's a full look, and it's fully lined. Okay, next I'm gonna go in and put a little bit of my brow gel on so it stays during the day. I'm out in the heat, and so I like it to stay. And there we go. Okay. All right, now that we got the brows done, the next thing I'm going to go back to do is, as you can see, I need a little more concealer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and add a little more concealer, and for that I have my Loreal concealer, which I've been loving lately. Let's see. Okay, my Loreal concealer. I got it just the other day at TJ Maxx, and just love this concealer. It's called, let's see, the Real Deal. So, Real Deal concealer, and it really is the real deal. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a tiny bit on my hand here. Okay, like a tiny drop. Then I'm going to go in with a brush and like like something like this, and I'm gonna, it has a flat end, which is really nice. I'm gonna scoop up the concealer just like that, and I'm gonna come right here, and I'm gonna start filling it in right here. Wow, that packs a punch, doesn't it? Look at that. Now, when you get concealer, you always want to get a shade lighter than your makeup, because you want the concealer to be a shade lighter. Maybe if I go back to TJ Maxx, maybe I'm going to find a TJ Maxx that has another one of these and pick up another one. I don't know how much I have in this little tube, but I know I really like what I have in this little tube. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and use my hands. I'm just gonna use my fingers to go in and go like this. And I'm just going to put the concealer right like that and right like that. So, okay, there we go. You can see that the concealer is going in. Okay, so now this is what I want to do next. You can see it's not dry yet. You can see it has little lines to it. This is what I wanted to try. In my BoxyCharm, which I'm going to get a video for you next, is in my BoxyCharm. I got this Becca. This is Becca setting. It's a moisture setting powder. So I'm just gonna open this up and open this up. Oh my goodness. This powder is so neat. I'm gonna take a very fluffy brush. I'm gonna put it on my brush and I'm gonna dab it right under my eyes. Oh my goodness, it feels wet and it feels cool. It feels lovely. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. That is some awesome setting powder. Oh, I love the feel of it. Okay, I'm gonna go down here and oh my gosh, that feels so nice. It feels wet. It feels so nice though. And when it dries, I think it's gonna really be gelled with my makeup, and I think my makeup's gonna stay. I'm gonna try to do a video during the day and give you updates on how well my makeup stays, because this setting powder is something else. Well, as soon as I put it on, it was cold and it's wet. It says it's 50% moisture. It's made by Becca, and yeah, this is great stuff. It is great stuff. I love it. I can tell already. So while my concealer is being set, I'm gonna go in and start with my eye makeup. I didn't want my video to be too long, so I'm gonna go ahead and go right in with my eye makeup, and I'm gonna show you what colors I'm using as I go. So I have this Wanderlust palette. I have the hardest time finding whites in palettes anymore. The white is not a popular color. So because I'm having trouble finding the white, I thought, how interesting would it be if I start with this? It's a seafoam iridescent type of white, and that, you know, I'm going to use on my inner corner. I'm going to use this one on my inner corner. I'm going to pack my brush pretty tight with it because, as you can see, and it might even have some fallout, but let's try. Oh yeah. Does it give me enough color? I think so, a little bit. Let's try it again, see if it'll give us enough color. Yes. Yes, it does give enough color. It's perfect. Now, I think I might want to put something that's a little bit more matte on it, behind it. Okay, that's good. So now this, I am going to go ahead and put the matte on it, behind it. There we go. It's kind of a eggshell white, but this white and seafoam is very bright. Let's see if it'll show up enough on the inner corner here. Looks like it. All right. Let's try a little bit more. Let's see, one more coat and we'll see if we can make it really stand out. Next, we're going to do a really pretty teal color on the outside, but I'm thinking I'm going to do a light color for my transition color. And the reason I'm thinking that is because my colors are kind of bright. So I was thinking I'm going to go with a really light transition color. And I'll show you what I have in mind. Okay, I got this white peach palette on TJ Maxx for $19.99. Isn't that pretty? It's by Too Faced. The packaging is beautiful. We get a mirror and everything. It's very nice. But what I liked about it was, see this lower color here, the light brown? I'm going to use that as my transition color. Usually I don't use a light color like that as my transition color, but for today I think I'm going to try it. Let's see how it looks for a transition color. And I'm just going to load my brush with it. And usually these colors from Too Faced are pretty, really nice. They're pretty well pigmented. So what you put on is what you get. It's not like you're not going to have a pigment when you've done putting your makeup on, because it's very pigmented. It's very nice. Okay, so I got it right there. And as you can see, I'm going in right at the brow, at the eye socket, and I'm going in on, and I'm making the crease a little darker there, just like that. Okay, let's see. Just making the crease a little darker there. And then I like to bring my brush up like that. See? Can you see that? This color brown is really nice, kind of a neutral color. I like it for that purpose. It's just kind of a neutral color, but it does give a good color, so that's good. I'm liking that. I think it's a great color. Okay, now that I have that done, I want to show you, I think what I might do too is, while I have that color out, how about if I just put a little bit on my lower lash, just to give it a little bit of definition. Just a little bit of definition on my lower lash. That's good. Okay, then I'm going to take this white color and I'm just going to apply it right like that. And guess what we're doing? We're uplifting our brows and opening that space up to make your eye look more lifted up. And that's really nice, right? Okay, now talking about having a white color, let's go back to this white and see if this one has a little more for the inner corner. Okay, that's nice for the inner corner. Okay, just like that. Okay, just like that. It's beautiful. And then you can bring some down. If you like, you can bring some down with a very small brush and go to the lower lash right here and kind of open up the lower lash right there. See that? Right there. You can open up the lower lash. And put some right there and right there. Okay. Now, I know you're probably thinking, what is this hodgepodge of a mess? It's going to come together in just a minute. It will come together. So, my next color I'm going to use is kind of a bright color. So, I'm going to go ahead and show you how pretty it is. Let's see. Let's get the brush that's like this. This is a flat brush, and it has a little bit of an angle. I'm going to go in with this pigment along my lash line here. And I'm going to blend it so that you get a good taste of this color. And I'm going to start at the lash line and work my way up. Now you see, I might be having some fallout, but I left my powder for the fix-it powder there, so it's still there. So all I have to do is sweep that powder off, and hopefully any fallout that I've incurred will come off with it. Okay, see how I did that lower lash with that color? Now we're gonna do the left eye. And we're getting there. We're almost done. The left eye is not that difficult to do. Just start on your lash line and work your way back and up. And you can see that color is really very spectacular. It's a great color. It's like a teal turquoise color. And then I try to blend it as much as I can towards the center. And as you can see, the right eye has more of a line, so I have to go along the lash line for that. And then come down here and get my lower lash line. Okay. Now, it's tempting to try to get that little bit of eyeshadow off, but I think my best bet to get the eyeshadow off is to use a brush that has a soft brush, but it'll swoop it away without it going into my skin. Okay, now, okay. So that is my Becca setting powder that set this on. I think it really did a good job. I think it really did a good job. Next thing I'm going to do is, because I'm going to go ahead and put lashes on, I'm just going to take my, let's take this mascara. I got an idea. Let's try this. Let's put the blue mascara on the top lashes also, and we'll see how that comes out. Such a pretty blue. Luminous, right? It's called Cobalt. All right, we're gonna put the blue up here on my top lash. And on my lower lash. Okay, more on the top lash. And then the lower lash. How's that? Now we're gonna have to add several, I think I'm gonna have to add several layers of the blue mascara because, okay, there we go. Let's do a little more on the top. It really doesn't show on the top yet. It's starting to show. But I usually like to put on my lashes, so let's do that right now. Putting on my lashes just takes a minute because the glue has to dry down a little bit. Here's my wispy lashes. They're very easy to use. So this one is my left eye. We're just gonna go ahead, and I have my Tarte lash adhesive. Oops, sorry there. This one I love. It really does help me keep my lashes on really good. Really works as a great lash adhesive. I really have had great luck with it and my lashes sticking. Really good. Really works good. Just move it along through there. Okay, now that one's gonna dry down for just a moment. And I got my right eye too. Just pull, I'll show you how I do it. I just pull it off at the edge. Of course it's a little loose because I've already used them once. And my right eye is always my easier eye to do. So let's do that one first. Okay, all right. Okay. Just putting on my eye lash adhesive. I guess I need to get another one. I always find I have really good luck with this. Okay, now while that's drying down, let's see if it's dry enough. Stick it right there. and right there. Let it dry for 1 second. Then we go do my left eye, which is the harder one for me to do, but usually I can get it. It's just a little bit harder for me to do. And I try to stay within the mirror here and get it on good. There we go. This one has to come down. And this edge has to come through here. There we go. There. That is not hard to do. Now, while my lashes are drying down, I'm going to go ahead and put my blush on while my lashes are drying down. And for that, I'm going to use this Nicole Miller palette that I got the other day at TJ Maxx. The colors on here are so beautiful. Let me show you. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so first I'm going to go in with this kind of a brown bronzer right here. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty. That puts the color right back in your face. Right there, right there. Looks so pretty. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, a little bit more up here. Okay. Now, I want to go a little bit pink, so I'm going to go with the lighter pink. Pretty, right? The lighter pink's beautiful. Put some over here. It's not hard to do. You can do your makeup at home. You can do it. Just follow these easy steps. And you don't have to wear eyelashes if you don't want to. If you don't want to put eyelashes on, then just use mascara. But sometimes you have to do more than one coat of mascara. Okay, that is so pretty and so pretty over here. I just want a little more pigment on this side. Okay. Now, let's try one more spotch of pigment here. Much better. Much better. How's that looking? Really good. Okay. Now, for my highlighter, I'm just going to use my hand. And I'm going to go in like that. And I like the highlighter to come right up here. Bring the eye up. And some people say, oh, you're going to accentuate your accentuate any lines and wrinkles, but I think it looks nice just to have some on there. This highlighter. Okay, I just want to blend out a little more of the brown color on there like that. Okay, really good. Some great face color. Much better, huh? Okay, now you can see I have some blue on the under eyes. That's the look I was going for. But to make it even a little more perfected, I'm going to go ahead and use my Wet n Wild blue. I'm going to start up here. Just like that. Oh, I got caught up my lash. Like that. And then I'm just going to draw a little wing. Let's do the left eye. And sometimes I do the top lash first because with the top lash done first, it becomes much easier to do the bottom lash because if you have a whole bunch of ink in your brush, it's harder to do a straight line and it's harder to keep yourself in tune with it. If you have too much on your brush, it makes it hard to put your makeup on. But this one came out nice. Got a nice line. Okay, well, I ran out of time on my card, so I finished up my makeup look, finished my eyelashes, put on some pink lipstick, and my pink lipstick is from Too Faced, really pink, really pretty pink, and I used Milani on top of it for a little gloss, okay? And that has staying power. Both of these lipsticks will stay for hours. So I'm gonna try to check back in with you during the day and see how this holds up. This is my IT Cosmetics CC Illuminating Cream. So I think it's gonna look really nice throughout the day. We'll watch and see how it does. Of course, I have the blue on my eyes. I really like the way the blue came out with the turquoise. So, okay, so thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you on my next one.